Hi guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog. If you're new here, my name is Paulina. This channel is mostly about beauty, and today we're going to talk about fragrances. So I don't know about you guys, but my fragrance preferences tend to change. They change from season to season, from year to year, and there were multiple situations when I, for example, bought a fragrance and I just couldn't really stand it, or I thought it was just okay. And then, like the following year or the following season, I was obsessed with it. And of course, it happens the other way around too. There are multiple fragrances I used to love, and now I just don't use them anymore. I can't use them, I won't use them, I don't enjoy using them. Simply put, I just fell out of love with them. So this is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to show you the fragrances I used to absolutely love, and for some reason I do not love them anymore. So without further ado, let's jump in. So let's start with this one here. This is Ellie Girl of Now. Okay, as you can probably tell, I used to love this fragrance so much. I used to use it quite a lot. I used up half of the bottle here, and now I just can't use it. Like, I cannot use it. I still can appreciate the fragrance. I still think it smells really good. It's a really delicious orange blossom, almond and pistachio concoction. It's just so nicely made, and it's quite unique too. And I do like the scent from the bottle, but I just cannot stand it on me. And no, it's not like it smells different on me and my body chemistry doesn't work with that. It's not that. It smells just as good on me, but I just cannot stand this fragrance on me. I don't know if that makes sense. I really do not like having this fragrance on me. It's a bit weird one because I still kind of like it, and whenever I smell from the bottle, I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to spray it on me. And then I just cannot stand it. So yeah, I'm actually pretty sad about that, because since I've used up half of the bottle, I would really like to use the whole thing. I still hope I'm going to change my mind about this fragrance. I do not declutter fragrances. I always end up regretting it, so I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm just going to wait a bit longer. Hopefully my brain will kind of like unlock for this fragrance again. I'll be able to use it up, appreciate it, enjoy it, and hopefully my brain is going to kind of like unlock for this fragrance, and I'll be able to enjoy this fragrance once again and use it up before it expires. So yeah, fingers crossed, I'm going to keep this one. I wonder if you guys have any fragrances like that. I mean, the fragrances you like the scent of, and they do smell just like that on you, but for some reason you cannot stand it. So yeah, I'm quite curious about how it works for you. Next one, I'm actually quite surprised with. This is the newest addition to this kind of a group of fragrances I fell out of love with. This is Chanel Chance Automne. And this is probably my third bottle of this fragrance. This one has been with me for years, and I've always loved it. I've always loved it. But this year, I just don't know. There's something that doesn't really work for me in here. This is a fruity floral fragrance. It's really beautiful. It has a little bit of musk, a little bit of woodsiness, I think some amber as well, but this is mostly a fruity floral fragrance. Very feminine, very lightweight, airy, spring, summer type of fragrance. And yeah, it just doesn't work for me this year. It's giving me this kind of like a hairspray vibe, but to be completely honest with you guys, I feel like I do not get along with fragrances like that this year. I have quite a lot of those like lightweight fruity floral fragrances, but this year I definitely tend to reach for fragrances that have a bit more substance to them. So I prefer fruity florals with some stronger woodsy notes, or some amber, or maybe some gourmand accords, that kind of thing. But those kind of like a lightweight fruity florals, they just really bother me this year. So yeah, that one's pretty surprising. I do not think I'll be using this fragrance this year. Maybe next year, we'll see. Next up, Maison Margiela Replica by the Fireplace. So this one is quite interesting. This is a woodsy fragrance. It says here burning wood and chestnut. This literally smells like bonfire. So obviously this is not the type of fragrance you would wear constantly, or at least I wouldn't. This is the type of fragrance I mostly wore while staying at home on a long autumn or like winter evenings, whenever I wanted to feel like very cozy and all. And I used up a few of like sample bottles of this, and then I decided to buy a full-size bottle. This is like 30 mils, and once I bought it I immediately fell out of love with it. Like, I don't know what happened. I just cannot really use this fragrance now. As you can see, I maybe used it like once or twice and I just don't enjoy it anymore. I don't know what happened. I honestly used up a few good like sample bottles of this and I liked it so much, and now not so much. Again, fingers crossed my preferences will change again in the future and I'll be able to use up at least some of it. Next one is Azaro Wanted Girl. And this is a very pleasant fragrance with dulce de leche. There's some tonka, there's also ginger, and I really love ginger mixed with like nice gourmands. So this sounds like something very much up my alley, and it was. As you can see, again, I used up quite a lot of this fragrance, but then I got bored with it. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. I could still use it, and I guess I'll be fine having this fragrance on me, but I just don't really get that excitement from this fragrance anymore. I like it, I just don't love it. And because of that, I very rarely reach for this fragrance these days. So another nice one, but I just don't really get much joy out of using this fragrance. Next up, we have a very similar situation. This is Bon Bon by Viktor and Rolf, and this one is pretty stunning. And you know what? I still really like this fragrance. This is the classiest gourmand ever. This has caramel in it, but it also has a lot of fruity, floral and woodsy notes. It's sweet, but it's not sickly sweet. It's really nicely balanced. Yeah, I really like this fragrance, but again, I feel like I don't really get much joy out of using this fragrance. So I used up almost half of the bottle in the first year I bought it. I was obsessed with it. I thought it was just so good, and I still think it's good, but I've barely used it recently because as much as I like it, again, I don't really feel excited while using it. All that joy is gone for now. That makes me really sad because I really like that one. Okay, next up we have this fragrance here, a very famous scent. This is Boss the Scent Private Accord, and this one has the notes of cacao and mandarin orange in it. There are also some other notes like coffee and some other florals there, but cacao and mandarin orange are the main ones here, and everyone seemed to be obsessed with this fragrance at some point. So was I. It's a really lovely, very unique concoction. It doesn't last, so that was the main complaint that most people had about this fragrance. I personally wasn't too bothered with that. I tend to reapply my fragrances throughout the day, so I wasn't really too bothered by that. But as far as the fragrance goes, I still think this is a really lovely scent, but I just don't really feel tempted to use it that much. So as you can see, I used up quite a bit of the scent. I still like it. It smells good, but it just doesn't really seem that amazing anymore. So yeah, this is another one that ended up on this pile. Okay, time for the last fragrance, and this one is by Rihanna, and this is Rebel Fleur Nude. So this is another one I was obsessed with. I used to wear it a lot a couple of years ago. This is a very nice, almost like a skin scent. It's a little bit powdery, a bit musky. It has some floral and fruity notes. There's guava in it, so very pleasant fragrance. But what happened is last year it started giving me a proper headache. So 2 years ago I was obsessed with it. I wore it the whole spring and summer, and then last year suddenly a proper headache. Whenever I had it on, I had like a proper headache, and I don't usually have headaches because of fragrances or anything else for that matter, but this one definitely wasn't working well, not even with my body chemistry but with my head in general. So yeah, I mean, it still smells pretty good. I'm going to give it a go this spring. We'll see how it works. Hopefully no headache this time. Maybe I'll be able to use it up. But as of now, I definitely do not love this fragrance as much as I used to. Alright guys, so these are all the fragrances I fell out of love with. I used to be absolutely obsessed with them, and now they're just either meh or I can't use them at all. Let me know if you have any fragrances like that. Okay, this is everything for me today. Thank you very much for watching. For more fragrance related content, check these videos over here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care. Bye!